Hello, if you've been watching my unpacking video, you will have heard that I've had some molts. I said 5, well, while feeding the tarantulas, I found a 6th. This isn't the 6th, but I'm just saying there will be 6. So this will be separate and all the others will probably be together, to be fair. Maybe it depends how far one of them's in the molt, because I think it's just mid-molt at the moment. So this one just looks like a normal brown tea, but it's typical of this species because it's ripped up the abdomen. And this might A later. She is absolutely huge for a later at the moment, because I saw her out last night and she's huge. Well, big for a later. You can see she's just down there. This is a confirmed female. And I haven't seen 2 real hooks, so I'm pretty confident it is a female. She's just down there. I did see her out and she does look huge. She's just down there. If I catch her out, I'll show you, but she's very elusive. She comes out, I see her, and if I try to move the enclosure, bam, gone. So yeah, she has molted. Doing very well. All my avics seem to be doing perfectly fine. And you'll see later, later, you'll see later in the video another avic that's molted. So in the space of like a week, 3 of my avics have molted. So this weather, because at the moment in the UK, if you're not in the UK, it's quite warm and humid. So it seems to be putting a lot of my teas into pre-molt, because I've had 6 molts, and that's pretty crazy. Alright, so I'm going to leave her be. I'm going to give her enclosure a mist, because I'm just doing the feeding video, I'm just feeding some bits. And so yeah, I'll show the other molts in a bit, but yeah, back in a sec. Hello, this is a couple days after the molt, the first bit of the A later, because I was thinking, oh, a couple of things didn't eat when I was feeding, so they might molt. And they did, so I got 3 additional molts. I think it was 3. Yeah, I think it was 3 additional molts on top of what I said in the A later video. I'll show you this one separate and I'll show you the others in a sec. But my Avicularia species Peru Purple has molted. Literally 3 of my avics have molted. Well, 4 in the past 2 weeks, which is crazy. So yeah, just down there, not too fresh. Here's the molt. It's really brittle, so it happened a couple of days ago. Really brittle. I'm not gonna be able to sex it, but just because the growth rate on this one, I am thinking it is a male. But yeah, it's doing perfectly fine. The weird thing is, I went to check on the versicolor, realised it had molted, but I needed to spray it for humidity. This is a freshly malted A versi. Just started wandering. It just literally flipped over. I opened the lid, just to spray the lid and leave it be, and it just started walking on my hand, and I was like, that's really weird. I didn't force it to do this. I'm not like I didn't prod it or anything. I just wanted to spray the enclosure, and the versicle was walking around my hand. So really bizarre. I'll show you that one in a sec. That one's actually out in the open, so you'll be able to see that clearer. But yeah, Avicularia species Peru Purple molted, and I'll show you the rest in a second. Back in a sec. Damn. So this is my E species yellow female. You can see the yellow highlight just between the abdomen and the carapace. She is freshly molted. Doing really well in my care. This species just chills out most of the time. Always wants to come out. Just grab the molt. I'm not using my fingers because I know this species is absolutely harmless. She's a kitten. So yeah. She's doing perfectly fine. She's the molt. Didn't in a bit of a weird place between the hide and the side, but she's done fine. And she's a confirmed female, that's why I'm not sexing the molt. Now she is 110% female. So yeah, I'm going to leave her be to chill and move on to the next one. Back in a sec. This is my Phomictopus platus. He's growing like an absolute weed. I know this is 110% male. He's doing perfectly fine. Just get the molt out. Yeah, he's molting so fast. But he's picking up gold highlights on the carapace. This species has really nice gold markings when it gets bigger. But yeah, he's doing perfectly fine. He's literally molted so many times in my care now, about 3-4 times, maybe more. So yeah, absolutely crazy. So I'm going to leave him be and move on to the next one. Back in a sec. Someone's getting a big boy now. This is my Phomictopus concerites, immature male. He's juvie at the moment. Well, he's probably just going out of juvie to sub-adult just because of that massive leg span he's got now. Skittish. But yeah, he's looking absolutely gorgeous. One of my favourite tarantulas of all time. P. concerites, really nice. And very mardy. He's not too bad compared to others. Like my Phomictopus platus, he's a kitten. He's an absolute kitten, it's crazy, but most of them are usually evil. This one's more evil than my P. platus, but he's still pretty calm. So yeah, he's doing fine, grown quite a bit. And just chills out in the open most of the time. He doesn't really dig down to hide, he just like chucks some dirt in front of it and webbed it up. And he don't really go anywhere else, just chills about. Good eater. And I'll just fill his water bottle up and leave him be. Alright, back in a sec. This is my freshly malted A versicolor. This is the one that when it malted and I went to spray the enclosure, it just wandered out, not bothered. It is very active, just chilling at the moment. Before it runs out, I'm just going to grab the malt. It is 110% confirmed female, so I'm not going to mess with the malt or anything. I'm just going to leave her be. So she's there, still got the sling colouring, but she'll grow out of it and start looking like a versicolor soon. So yeah, I'm going to leave her be and move on to the next one. I'm going to show you 2 more, then I'm going to rehouse 2, show you them freshly malted. Well, not fresh, they're like a week old. But yeah, I'm going to rehouse them, I'll show you them rehoused, and show you the malts. So yeah, alright, back in a sec. This is my freshly malted Cirrocosmus Leetzi. Just take the malt out quick because it's nowhere near. Really nice species. This is a confirmed female. It's a juvie, so it's about half grown, maybe a sub-adult now. Doing really well, really nice tea. Don't get very big, not too fast. Bolts a bit, but nothing like just like that. Does that and then walks a bit. Doesn't really bolt properly. Alright, I'm going to leave that one be, show you one more, then rehouse 2. Alright, back in a sec. This is my absolutely gorgeous little sling, Panthobeteus ultramarinus. Can I have the malt? This is only malted like 5 days ago. It's already hungry. Let me have the malt. Can I have it? Can I go? There we go. So yeah, Panthobeteus ultramarinus, doing pretty well. Not overly fond of Panthobeteus, but I do like P. ultramarinus and the P. fortis. It was the male's an impulse buy and the female I just thought may as well get a female, and they are really nice. May as well have one at least, and this one's completely different to all the others in my opinion. Very nice Panthobeteus species. So yeah, I'm going to leave this one be and rehouse 2 T's now and show you them rehoused. Alright, back in a sec. So I've just rehoused my Teoctita from this to this. They are semi-arboreal, so something like this will do fine. If she wants to hide under that, she can hide under that. If she wants to sit on it, she can sit on it. It's up to her. Here's a suspect female, and she's absolutely gorgeous, freshly malted. Fixed palm octave. That's the malt. Won't get anything from that. But yeah, she's doing perfectly fine. Doing really well in my care. Really, really nice species. I'm going to leave her be, and I'll show the next one quick. Okay, that's her. And this, it's got a bit bigger than it usually would have. It probably would have. What I was thinking is, because it's pretty much suspect male. I've had it about 9 months. It's a Gramostol Anthracina. Had it about 9 months. It's molted about 4 or 5 times. So instead of putting it in something like that, well, it was upgraded from that. Instead of putting something like that, I thought I'd put it in one of these because the growth rate is growing at, and I may as well just. Oh, it's quite active, so I'll just not open the lid. You can see it perfectly fine. But yeah, I just thought there's no point me, because it only like have one molting, something like that, and the rate is molting. I might as well just upgrade to one of these, and it'll last it longer. So yeah, just having a drink now. So yeah, all them are doing. That's just 2 mini rehouses. 2 mini rehouses, and yeah, so 10 malts I think that was in that video, which is absolutely crazy. 10 malts in the space of about a week. Yeah, in about a week. So crazy. So I hope you enjoyed a bit of a longer video. Absolute ton of malts, and yeah, all the collection's doing really fine. So I'm happy about that. All right, see you in a bit, people. Bye.